Alright, what is up guys, Raven here and let's talk comics, and today we're gonna take a look at DC's February 2026 solicitations. So, we've talked about the January ones, and well, I am curious what February's gonna bring us, right? What is there for us in February? Um, but a quick side note, my comic book shop still didn't send me my October comics, so I'm kind of screwed. So I don't know what is happening in comics, right, for like 2 months. Besides, subscriptions, I have like no clue. So let's take a look at what is coming with DC, from DC. So let's take a look. We have the Nice House by the Sea, issue number 7 from Vertigo. Okay, that's a start. Bleeding Heart. Wait, so is that only Vertigo? What is happening here? Okay, so there you go, right? The Peril of the Brutal. I was a bit afraid. I was like, yeah, only Vertigo comics, huh? What's that? But we have the DCKO number 4. We see some absolute character coming in, right? The final. And to be honest, I'm waiting just for the trade of this whole event. I don't know, I had like zero interest in that event. I know a lot of people did have, and they've enjoyed it, and it has great reviews. But I don't know, I didn't felt like my budget is gonna be able to take, especially during November, December time, where there is Christmas time, where you have to buy some gifts. There are other expenses, so well, that kind of was one of those things. Right, got the boss battle. Why there is Sub-Zero and Annabelle, and yeah, why not? Screw it, why not? Nightfall, I've heard a lot of good things, especially that we have a Nightwing over there being a Batman, so absolutely, I'm assuming this is Damien out there, and again, Dan Mora as an artist, fantastic artist, absolutely. But as I said, as a trade paperback, I'm gonna probably buy it later. Then have Superman 35. What else we got? Justice League Unlimited. Okay, really nice cover, to be honest. Then we have the Flash. Titans 32. Okay, Sirens Love Hurt. Alright, so this is gonna be the new thing. Babstar as an artist. I don't know who's the cover artist over here, but I don't know, like, to be honest, the sirens in the background, they look great, but what is happening here in the face, I think, is just, I would say, a mishap, judging by the fact that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are like drawn amazingly. So I think this is just, out of a mishap on the artist side, so why not? It might be really good, to be honest. Absolute Batman 17 cover missing, and it should be because, my goodness, we're gonna have Absolute Poison Ivy, so I can't wait. I know there are like covers here, but I'm glad they are not spoiling anything on the cover. Can't wait for that. Absolute Wonder Woman, again, another fantastic series. Can't wait to read that. Absolute Green, no, that's Absolute Wonder Woman annual, okay. Because I've looked at the green covers, like, oh yeah, Green Lantern, like, no. So you got a first annual for Wonder Woman, alright. Absolute Superman versus, it's a Hawkman, I think it is a Hawkman over there. But I am absolutely not sure. Yes, Hawkman. And with Absolute Evil, we kind of know already what Hawkman is doing. So, yeah, can't wait to see that. Martian the Hunter number 9. I'm still waiting for my trade from the first one, so kind of wait to read that. And again, there are some series of Absolute that I know I will read as trades, just because, again, $5 if I would want to read everything as it comes out. Well, it would be a bit of a hassle, but at the same time, they're a bit cheaper in trade, and I think some of those stories would be better, on the shelf there, and then read as already, a nice arc. So I'm waiting for that. Right, Absolute Flash, the same thing. I already ordered trades, because I think, honestly, if there's a story that you're really invested in or a character that you really love, it's great to have singles. But if you're not as interested in the storyline, you can wait, right? And you can wait for trade, because no one's gonna spoil it for you. Then I think you should wait, absolutely, right? In terms of financial situation, Absolute Green Lantern. Again, to me, I am not a fan of Green Lantern, so that was a huge skip for me. But you know what? Maybe I'm gonna go with that as well. Batman number 6, of course. Come on, you have to buy it. We have Jorge Jimenez, or yeah, Jorge, because I believe he said that also on his Instagram, fantastic artist, just for him. I mean, again, I've only read, unfortunately, issue number 1 and 2 because I'm still waiting for the October pre-order. But yeah, Matt Fraction so far to me was okay enough. But overall, Jorge Jimenez, Jesus Christ, like this guy is a perfect person to draw Batman. Prove me wrong, you cannot prove me wrong. Just absolutely gorgeous. And again, I'm not gay, but he's really handsome, so come on. Nightwing 135. I'm more curious about variant covers of here, but come on. The booty team is here. But yeah, I mean, Nightwing, again, Dexter Soy. Imagine this collab, Dexter Soy and Jorge Jimenez, and I am down. Again, Dan Waters, so far, really good writing. I enjoy his run so far, so absolutely, I'm going there. Then we have Batman and Robin, number 30, Batgirl 16. Okay. What else? Batman and Superman, World's Finest, and this is Owlman, isn't it? Or am I? This crime? Yeah, it is Crime Syndicate. It is okay because I was like, huh. But yeah, it is Owlman. Again, am I a fan? Not really. I enjoyed Owlman and the Crime Syndicate in Metal event, right? I think they were really well written. But outside of that, I have the whole run that there was like 6-issue run or like 7-issue run that's paralleled out of the DC Metal was okay-ish, right? I think there were fantastic in the Metal event and how they've done and how their characters developed over there, especially the Owlman. I enjoyed that, but the rest, well, not my cup of tea. Catwoman 84, really nice cover. I love this realism over here. My goodness, Sebastian Fumara. My God, really nice cover. Poison Ivy number 41, okay. Harley Quinn 59. You know what? It's good to say that we don't have a lot of number 1s. I enjoy that fact. Detective Comics 1106. Tom Taylor, again, solid run, to be fair. Tom Taylor doing really nice work. And again, Tom Taylor known from Nightwing run. I think, here he's doing great job so far. But this is what I was saying, right? I enjoy the fact that we don't have a lot of number 1s in DC currently because I want to see those characters develop. I want to, see those certain comics go to this, 59, 41, right? I want to see those, longer stories. At least, let's give those people 50 issues, right? To see what they can do with the character. Because if you compare it to Marvel, that has every single month some kind of a number 1 just to boost sales, it doesn't matter that much anymore, right? I mean, and you see that. It's like, now they started in January, Iron Man number 1. Cool. They've started, a couple of months ago, a new Amazing Spider-Man number 1, but they still continue the story, right? So it's not like reset of the character. It's not, just, again, this is a great starting point because you already need the previous material. So is it really truly the number 1, right? The Mortal Thor now. The same thing. So I wish they would, keep the runs a bit longer. Because if you're gonna tell me that, because the run is long, the person cannot get into it, not necessarily. If you do it well with trades, like, hey, this is the number 1, the trade, right, of this run. Let's say, you want to go with, I don't know, let's go with Detective Comics, right? And it's like, okay, listen, this is the trade that is let's say after the new 52, right? So all in. So all in number 1, bang, and you go with that, right? This is like a start. You can after reading an issue or 2, you already kind of figure out what is going on, and it's okay. Action Comics 1095, alright. Then we have Superman Unlimited number 10. A lot of Superman, right? Chains of Love special. Okay, I mean, sure, why the hell not? What else do we have? Supergirl. Okay, I know I'm not the target for Supergirl, judging based on the cover, but why not? Adventures of Superman. So Wonder Woman 30. Okay, JSA. Aquaman 14. You see, this is the thing, right? Like Aquaman, not the character that is the best, right? But they allowed him to go, right, to push towards this, like, 14 issues. Let's have this run of like 20, 21, 24 to see where this is gonna go, right? Because it might actually go somewhere. And, of course, Omega symbol, dark side. New history of the DC Dakota incident. All right. What else? Green Lantern 32, Green Lantern Corps, Batman and Green Arrow. Okay, quite a string cover. There we go. Gargoyle of Batman. That looks gorgeous. And Noir edition. I think that's a cash grab a bit. Static. I do think, honestly, as a hardcore Batman fan, that there's just too much Batman, and I know this sells, so it makes sense. Some facsimiles. That's a great cover, right? You have to admit. But do we have some nice... Again, okay, that's a great facsimile as well. There we go. The Dark Knight's Metal. I was just talking about the Dark Knight's Metal, and look at that. That is quite nice. But do we have year 5? Okay. So this is going to be... No, that's single issue. I thought for a trade for a second. Court, Teen Titans. Okay, now we go. Hard covers. So $100. That's a bit excessive. Galaxy Vol 2. Superman. Okay. Dark Patterns. Are there any trades that would interest me? That is a question. Gotham by Gaslight. Didn't we get that already? Or no, this is like the Kryptonian Age. This is like, the follow-up. Okay. A League for Justice. Alright. Justice League Unlimited. Green Lantern again. So this is not something that is gonna be there for me. Green Arrow Vol 5. Okay. Absolutely, why not? Well, we can see that. And, again, 6-7 issues. Not a bad price. But the compact will have, okay, classic story by Frank Miller. $10, why not? DC Finest Deadman. Okay, so there is, look at that, classic Some Tales of Justice League. So there are some really nice things to browse. Oh, there we go. Batman Beyond Compendium. Nice. I love that. Sword of Azrael. That was a great story, by the way. This is the fun fact. This is like one of like 2 or 3 first stories that I've read as a child from Batman, because like that was, in my country that they've done the Polish version of it. And Dennis O'Neil, my God, he've done a really nice writing on that. So I have, I have a soft spot for this one. Then we have Booster Gold. Okay. I think, this might be a really nice thing. I haven't read anything from Booster Gold, so maybe... But again, as a character, it kind of annoys me. Omega Man. The Flash, the Road to Rebirth Omnibus. Okay, this is good. Right, they give you the Road to Omnibus, and this is still an Omnibus, to be honest. So, yeah, this is great. Okay, so... To be fair, there are like a couple of comic books that I will pull, which is okay for me. And I'm glad that there's not like 15 books that I would love to have. So, yeah, those are that. So what are you guys pulling? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know, guys. Take care.